Hey, what's up guys, Ravenclaw here and welcome to another guide here on the Ravenclaw channel. This guide is going to be a sort of a quick overview of the NETHERLIGHT CRUCIBLE and how to get the most out of every trait that you choose without having to worry about was this the right choice or anything like that. Okay, so what we're going to do is you want to come over to the NETHERLIGHT CRUCIBLE. Now, if you haven't unlocked it, it just means you obviously need to have completed all the main story on Argus. And it was a 3-week wait, but we're now into that now, so you can complete all the storyline and then it will unlock the Crucible. Okay, secondly, when you open this, okay, there are artifact level requirements. Okay, for example, if you come to the second one here, it says I can't unlock these traits until I'm at level 63. And for those that are wondering, you know, what is this level? It's not the eye level. I know this might sound silly, but still. It's up here, so you can see I'm level 60 and I'm working my way up to level 63. Alright, so once you open it up, you'll see these traits in a triangle here. The first tier is unlocked when you open it up, so you just go and click into here and it will activate these top tier. This will basically give you a flat 15 levels to your artifact weapon. Mine was brought up to 953, which is pretty cool. It's once you get into the second and the third is where you really need to sort of focus and pick the right direction for two reasons. One, these two here is a choice you need to make based on your what do you want more. Do you want a better DPS or do you want, you know, something with a bit more utility? But remember, this also has a roll-on effect by going down into here, because once you choose, you can't undo it. Okay, so before you choose here, just make sure that if the ones down here are better, you know, let's say this one here was actually better than this one over here, then I would take that, I would sacrifice the little bit of loss here and get a much better pickup down here. Okay, but let's go back to this. Now, what are these? Okay, how do you know which one is better? So, what you want to do, okay, because there's a whole bunch of these, and this is part of that randomness they were talking about with relics. We'll get to the preview window in a second. So these become random when you unlock the relic, alright? And some of these traits are much better than others, okay? So this is what you'll need to look out for once we finish this combo on this. Now, download an add-on called SimCraft, and then when you've got it, go into the game, press /SimC. This will bring up all these stats about your character. You want to Control-C that, or copy it. And then you want to go to a website called RaidBots. It'll be linked in the description. Alright, so when you get into RaidBots, you'll see the top menu here. You want to go to Relic Compare. Alright, and then from here, you want to go down into this section here and paste the information you already copied over, and you'll see that it will bring up your relics. You can also put it in manually. Now, down here, you'll notice all these slots, and what we're looking at is this, the second row. Okay, now you'll see mine's already there because that's the path I chose, but you'll have them blank, and that way you get to choose which one you'd like. But for the sake of the video, let's have a look at what I could have gotten if I went the other way, right? So we want to duplicate the row, okay, and down here I will need to take Torment of the Week because that's the other way I could have gone. And what we want to do is you want to come down and compare relics. Alright, so after it loads and you've sat in the queue for a little bit, it'll come to this screen. It'll run its simulation and it will say, alright, this is what I found. So, as you can see, it's saying here, this is where you would have been without any traits at all. So as a base stat. And if I'd have chosen so Torment of the Week, I would have gone up a roughly about 1.1.2% DPS increase, not much. And yeah, the best thing, the important thing here is to run this a couple of times because because with any simulation, it is what it is. It's exactly a simulation. Okay, so they're going to run numbers based on, like, you know, what the computer generates and things like that. So just run it a couple of times and see what an average is, so you get a solid idea. But what the whole idea of this is to show you what to look at. It gives you a better look, and then you can go, all right, this is a better DPS, but this one here gives me a little bit more utility. Then you can go, all right, I'll choose this one, and we'll go back to the game. And then when you're in game, you can say, all right, this one was what Raybot said wasn't the best, but Then we look down here. I actually wanted to get a bit more AoE damage, so this will be able to, you know, it's actually quite a nice line to run down. So that was to sort of show you how to choose which one's which, and I will then show you a list of both your artifact weapon traits and the crucible traits from best to worst, you know, based on my research. And I will also do that for beast mastery, survival, and marksman. All right, so before we move on, let's just quickly have a look at this preview traits. Now, this is simply to see, okay, if you've got a relic that you've just picked up, say, all right, we want to, what have we got here? An iron relic. Have I put that in here? So, okay, we've just got this iron relic. Let's say it's the same stat as this, or maybe it's no 5. Say this one's 925 and this is 920. What we can do is we can see, all right, okay, secure in the light and torment of the weak. So these are actually in the top 4 traits. Okay, so I'm like, oh, excellent. Now this one here is actually got pretty crappy traits, in my opinion. But once again, before we go based off this, we need to see what does it offer us down below. Is this more important than what this is here? But as you can see, it's basically got very similar stats. All right, so that's how you can choose and see before you chuck a relic into your weapon that might have not have been the best choice. All right, so now let's have a look at the list of traits going down in order. Now, this next part is talking about this theoretical increase in both your crucible traits and your artifact weapon. You know, once again, it's all up to you, but the general consensus is, no, these ones are better than others. So in the list here, we'll put up both. On the left-hand side will be your weapons traits, and on the right-hand side will be your crucible traits to choose, you know, which one will be sort of a little bit better as they come up in your Netherlight Crucible box thing triangle. All right. So on the left there, you'll see in order from Jaws of Thunder down to Focus of the Titans. Once again, from top to bottom, going from, you know, the best down to not so good. Once again, it is up to you which one you choose. You may be going for a certain build. Choose it as you will. This is, take it for what it is. It's just a guide on what might be better than the others. And on the right hand side, you'll see that the top 4, Securer of the Light, which is what we got on that relic just before, and Torment of the Weak are in the top 4 best traits. Okay, and then going down from there, once again, check out the stats of what they are. You may decide, you know what, this one's actually better than this one for me. Okay, now I'll be putting up the ones for marksman. Okay, so as you can see, with our crucible traits, going from Torment of the Weak down to Dark Sorrows, and on the left hand side are a list of artifact bonuses and whatnot. And for survival, okay, so on the crucible side, we've got Infusion of Light, and it goes down once again to Dark Sorrows. And the right hand side, oh, hold on a second, now I'm confused. These traits, the artifact weapon traits, these are the ones that you'll get the most benefit out of. Okay, but other than that, the crucible is actually quite a cool new feature. It brings just a little bit more depth to our artifact weapon. Once again, it is a bit of a grind, but the way that things are in Legion now, our artifact weapons are growing each week. It's really not that bad to go around, knock out all of these quests, you know, then go back onto the Broken Shore and just kill all these things, because I'm talking, you know, artifact weapon knowledge now is just so massive. Alright, but other than that, guys, that's pretty much all it is. I hope I've answered the questions that you guys have posted. If you have any other further questions, please let me know down below. And I'm looking to put out my in-depth PvE guide and PvP guide sometime next week. So let's say if this video hits, I don't know, 50 likes, I'll put out the in-depth PvE guide by Monday. Okay, but other than that, guys, I hope you're enjoying the time on Argus, and until next time, you keep on sniping, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.